Wait a minute. Yeah, this is Chamber of Darkness. Alright. Let's start a new game and just see what the hell. Medium, sure. Choose 3 abilities. I only have 2, though. I guess I'll pick these. An archer kneels before ghastly... I just realized I should make sure the feed is... Yeah, it's picking up right. Okay. It's a weird shape. Wolf Tunic, as he speaks in awe of the events that have expired. On Misty Night, the cave is a dark form with a holy artifact that we believe to be on its way to be locked away forever. We believe to be on its way to be locked away forever. Okay. I was there on my perch above the hallway. Wondered what took this one long enough to join our ranks. This English is a little odd. Also, can I just express I really hate how the text is appearing, but it might just be because of windowed and full screen being different. Huh. The Dark Knight gleefully replies, "My spear thirsts." Okay, cool. I'll get some water then. Seltzer, okay? The gates are stained with blood after a century since the last human rebellion. This dialogue is written very oddly. Bells ring across the castle. Ready's against the Mad Knight. What? Did the castle ready itself, or did people ready? I ran my way to warn you, Abbo. Abbo? The archer was cut off as he turned to dust. Ghoulish eyes flare the horizon with anticipation. Is this written in, like, first person, or is it, like, written like a narrator? I now am better keep my spear fed until I find a way to break the seal. Oh, okay. What is going on? Okay. Arrow keys for the menu, but WASD for movement in the game. Alright, gotcha. And here's our first glitch. My character seems to be celebrating out of what I've just done. I like how it took me literally 5 seconds of gameplay to find a game-breaking glitch. That was really good. I mean, I find glitches. I'm good at that, but I can't move now. Well, let's try that again. J. Why is J this advance key? Okay, whatever. Anyways. Okay, cool. So jumping and IOP for spells. I mean, that's fair. They're all right next to each other. I've never seen those buttons used for spells, but that's fine. How do I should probably have actually looked at the controls, but let's see. E. Ground tiles with no rocks underneath are a sign of hidden spikes that are as hidden as the bottom of this text box, apparently. Okay. Wait. Ground tiles with no rocks underneath. Well, technically, there are rocks underneath these spikes. So that's not exactly true. The vampires in this castle got corrupted further and became vampire banes. Wait a minute. A bane is something that is the antithesis of something. If something is the bane of something, that means it is the thing that something hates. So in other words, a vampire bane would be something a vampire hates. Why would a vampire turn into a vampire bane? That's like saying, you know, that's like fucking Simon Belmont is a vampire bane. So would a vampire turn into Simon Belmont? Just saying. Oh, I still don't know how to attack. Oh, okay. That's how you make a shield. Cool. I'm just gonna have to start. Oh, okay. J. All right. Okay. But only sometimes, apparently. Oh. Okay, so I attacked with J, right? Hey, you may notice everything's frozen now. That's because this happened. Fatal error in action number 1 of step event object box attack for object vampire bane. Push execution error variable get 101.095.ch at GML object vampire bane collision 259. All right. Let's try that again. I just realized I never reset the timer, and I'm sorry about that. But it doesn't really matter. Sometimes you can just tell you're not going to spend an hour on a game anyways, so... Yeah. Regardless, I'll just get rid of the timer since it's kind of pointless, I guess. Alright, so, let's go, okay, I'm gonna go back to, so, J is definitely an attack key. That's that. I just realized when I attack, it hurts me because of the spear feeding thing. Alright. So, let's try it again. Okay, that time it worked. I guess only sometimes does the game crash when I attack an enemy. Well, that's good. And I'm glad it's not all the time or something. Do I have to fight this thing, or can I just, like... Right. Also, just to confirm, the stream is still working, right, guys? I asked this because there's, like, nobody talking. Okay, so I can just come... Oh, well. Fuck you! Go into the rock wall. Alright, doorway. Also, my hands are really oddly placed here. It's like... My right hand is kind of leaning into the middle of the keyboard while my left hand's on WASD. I don't know about this control scheme. Is this designed for, like, some other type of controls? Like, is this designed for, like, a foreign keyboard that I'm not... Oh, wow. I thought that was a platform. I thought this brown rod was a platform. I got very lucky to drop down that moving platform correctly. Is that coming back? I guess it is. Oh, bugger. Thought it would be safe there if I stood there. This is, oh. Oh, geez, don't lose your head over the matter, man. Bad jokes. RS. Goodbye. So I both get hurt by killing things, but also I heal by killing things.
Thanks for steaming Cherub games, art, and really whatever you feel like.
Oh.
Been coming to these for years now. And I've always been entertaining and actively engaging your audience. Keep up the great work.
Aw, thank you, Basil. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the money. That's very helpful. It's the first month I've done of affiliate streaming. I got pretty good funds, but this month has not been too great. That really helps. Thank you. I managed to pay my rent even without the bar. I should probably replace the bar at some point. But I paid rent this month, even if my rent wasn't high enough to pay on the, like, of total donations. So every donation helps, even if it's not enough to pay rent. It's the very least, you know, it lets me get, like, some food or something, you know. There's always something I can get with that. Okay, this is enemy. Come here. This game, though, it's a game. This may have surprised you, but it's actually a video game. I mean, it's better than it's honestly better than the previous game. The previous game was better programmed, but this actually has, like, I don't know, it's a little more fun. This, now, see, this is a comparison of bad game. Not every bad game is equal. And I hope the developer of this game doesn't mind me using this as a comparison, but the last game we played was a bad game because it was so mediocre. It was made for profit purposes, probably for card farming. Most likely. This game was not made for this purpose, I can tell. This is a game just made by a developer who, I'm going to be blunt here, doesn't have a ton of skills. This is not a perfect game. This has a lot of roughness to it. But I can tell this is a game where somebody was like, I really want to make a video game. I'm going to make the best game I can. Maybe they should work on their skills a little bit more before selling a game, though. That's really the thing, though. Like, that's really the hard thing I have ever deciding when I play a game like this. Like, on one side, one part of me goes like, "Aw, they tried their best. Like, this is good. I'm glad that they made this. I hope they keep progressing, because I'm glad people are willing to, you know, try their best and go ahead and, you know, put their effort in. It's okay if it doesn't turn out perfectly. It's fine. Like, I have no problems. This is a really hard point to make, though, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, I think this is still worth playing. It's nice to see they're trying, and I'd like to see where they go with it. Like, I'd like to see where their skills go. I found an Easter egg. But at the same time, this is a game for sale on Steam, so how fair should I be with it, you know? Like, is it okay for me to go, oh, well, you know, it's not great, but they did try their best, and I'd like to see where they go with it. Like, this is still a true statement, but since they're selling it for money, there has to be a level of critique here that a free game would not get. And let's just quickly, hold on a second, guys. I need to find out the price of this game. This game costs, well, we don't know actually. It's actually an early access game that is actually not out yet. It unlocks in 4 days. So, actually, I'm gonna double check something real fast, but then we'll resume gameplay. So just give me a sec. Just making sure or something. So, I mean, again, it is an early access game, so that means it's going to be worked on. Some people give an early access game a hell of a pass. Also, hi there. So sorry I didn't say hi, Ruby. How you doing? Sorry, I kind of ignored the peekaboo. Can you play peekaboo of a ghost? Well, I guess the boo is part of the word, so sure. But yeah, early access. I am of two minds about early access games. Like, I don't mind them as a base concept, but I feel like it's abused sometimes. And what I mean by that is, there's a hell of, like, early access is a very forgiving. Early access is a very forgiving title for a Steam game. And what I mean by that is there's an awful lot of people that will go, hey, stop being mean, stop giving this critique to this game. It's early access, guys. It's early access, so hey, don't be unfair. It's early access. It'll improve. It's early access. And I personally am like, to some degree, this is okay to say. Like, if you see some, like, if you got a game in early access and it's like actually pretty fun, but it's got like this glaring bug in it, then I'll be the same way. I'll be like, yeah, okay, this bug's really fucking annoying, but overall this is a pretty solid product, and it is early access, so there's a very, very likely chance that they will remove that bug. They'll fix that bug up. So I can be an apologist to some degree of early access, but if a game is just like rotten to the core and it's early access, then those people that go, oh, you know, just, you know, it's early access, give it a break. I'm like, no, you shouldn't give a game a break if the core experience has a problem. That's a little bit bigger of a problem than early access can fix. Playing Battletech? I was just playing a battle mech game, so essentially, so that's cool. But yeah, what you said there. If you're going to sell a game, you need to make a decent product. It doesn't have to be perfect. There can be problems with it. A game, it's very hard to make a game that's completely, you know, unflawed. There's always going to be some flaws, and I've definitely played a few Steam games where it's like, I can tell the developer is not super experienced. Well, that was fair. I can tell the developer is not super experienced. There's probably stuff they would do better in future projects, but at the same time, I still feel their game was worth buying. Like, I still feel like their game was good enough to sell, even if it had a few problems here and there. And I know those problems would probably be improved in future entries if they made more games. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's like, it's a very subjective thing this whole time. Okay, apparently I got hit by that. Good. I didn't think I was actually close enough to get hit by that, but sure. The ground is shaking again. I don't think there it is something friendly. I also like to make fun of bad English in video games. I kind of do it more for fun than anything else. I don't feel like bad English ruins a lot of games. Maybe a very text-heavy game it would ruin. But, now, I mostly make fun of English in video games because it's funny when the English is bad. But if we want to look at bad English on a critical level, it's really not that hard these days to get good English in your video game. Like, even if you don't speak the language, it's fine. I understand that some people are not English speaking. That's fine. I'm not trying to pick on them. But I will say that it's probably quite easy to... Well, Google Translate is always an option. Then it's not always the best option because it's pretty messy. But really, honestly, if you're in a game like... If you're in a field like game making, you're going to sell a game on Steam. You're going to put it to a global audience, and that's kind of an important detail. You should be able to get in contact with somebody that speaks English. You should be able to just, even informally, just like email somebody, go like, hey, I know you can speak English, or, you know, you're an English speaker. Could you help me? Could you help me with the script of this game so I can get the English polished? So I can English. It's not hard with the internet to find somebody that naturally speaks English. And why you wouldn't just at least, you know, you don't even necessarily have to hire them. I'm sure some people will be willing to just script the game for you. I'm sure that wouldn't be a big deal for some people. Like, yeah, sure, I'll do that for you. So, yeah, bad English is kind of a sign of laziness, I feel. Also, what's going on? I missed the dialogue prompt. I was talking too much. I'm just going to walk over here then, I guess. Oh, I found the door. I found the door off screen. That was funny. Press and hold E to move boxes around. Moved boxes are not affected by gravity. Huh, life lesson. If you move a box, it becomes unaffected by gravity. But if it's not if you never move it, it is affected by gravity. So remember, guys, if you want a box to not be affected by gravity, just move it around a little bit. Also, is this how I have to do it? I think I literally have to move it like this. Unless I'm doing something wrong. Oh, that's what you do. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had like a lightning chain that I can put for my spear. So this game here, I don't know what its price is going to be because it's early. It's not actually released yet, so I can't tell you what the price is. And my opinion of this game, as far as like if it's worth it, kind of feeling like the answer is not really. Oh, this guy respawns enemies. That's nice. Oh, this is a real fair enemy type. I really appreciate this. Does he die easily at least? Okay, he kind of dies easily. The fuck? Did I just do like super stash back and forth to two different enemies? That was really weird. Ow. I mean... Oh, I see. The lightning ability, if I'm sent too close to the box, I can't use it for some reason. Alright, got it. That's random, but okay. Okay, that's kind of cool, though, when you're standing next to two enemies and you can do, like, back and forth between them. Also, I love how I'm hitting my head on the bottom of that platform, even though it doesn't look like I should be able to. But, not sure this game seems worth... Yeah, even if it was only, like, $2 or $3, I don't know if I would say this is... Oh. Worth it, necessarily. It's kind of not really grabbing my attention too much. I mean, it's certainly a lot more of a game than the previous game, but that's not saying a whole lot, considering the previous game was absolutely mediocre. This is kind of like... This honestly feels like a game that I would see on... Well, itch.io or just a, you know, Game Jolt. This feels like a Game Jolt game. That's what it is. And keep in mind, I kind of like Game Jolt. I like playing the buggy games that are on Game Jolt. Because I feel like there's a lot of heart put into them, and honestly, they're free usually, so... There's not... I don't really criticize the whole money aspect then, is because it's just a passion project at that point, right? Whatever under the ground, it's getting closer. A new artifact to bind with the spear. Okay, that was actually okay dialogue, I guess. When you see a crack expanded on the ground, use the earth ability to force the monster out. Don't rush. Don't rush. Okay. Guys, don't rush. When it comes to earth monsters, don't rush. Whee! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What? Admittedly, a little confused here, but okay. What was it? Tired! Also on fire. Tired and fired. Wait, what? Oh, the game restarted me at level 2-1 because I lost all my lives, I guess. So this is one of those games where it says, oh man, you know the thing that annoys me the most about games of life systems? If a game says you have ×1 lives, does that mean you have 1 extra life, or does that mean you only have the life you're using? There are so many games that do this and can't decide which is correct on that. Also, wait, hold on. Yeah. What's stopping me from just skipping everybody? This is actually an idea on my mind to begin with, but I'm putting it into practice now. Why don't I just jump over all the enemies? So I'm going to try that and see what happens. I mean, yeah, I'm going to get some stun lock combos, so it's probably overall going to save me time. Or, there, okay. Door wasn't letting me go through for a while. Alright. Oh no. I got stuck again. Maybe I can get unstuck with an attack. Nope, can't do it. Well, alright then. Chamber of Darkness. I just realized something that kind of caught my attention. Early access build. So yeah, this is not a game that's going to get that. Well, at least it's only early access excuse. It's not going to get that for me. I guess there's local multiplayer. I don't know how that would work. That's possible, probably even buggier, honestly. But yeah, this doesn't feel like something that should end up on Steam in 4 days. Again, it's on Steam in 4 days, so yeah. But down there, I just noticed something. If you find any bug, please report. I'll just send this guy a video and say, like, you want bugs? Look 5 seconds into gameplay. Also, look at the end of my gameplay. That's the worst bug, but yeah. But what I like is that there's 2 emails listed here, and then at the end it says all in small letters. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think an email address is affected whether you use a capital or a lowercase letter. I think it still sends correctly, doesn't it? I don't think capitals matter in email. I've never actually bothered to check that, but I don't know. Yeah. I would say give this one a pass unless it's reworked from the start, probably, because I feel like a lot of these problems might be engine-based. Yeah. Chamber of Darkness, too rough around the edges. Thanks for sending me a review key, dude, the guy who did, because he just offered it to me. I didn't ask for it. So, like, thanks, dude. I do appreciate, you know, being offered keys, but this isn't very good. There's a lot of Game Jolt games that are free that I would say have higher levels of polish than this game does, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah.